What is the dumbest thing a celebrity has done? Joining Scientology, promoting it, and then defending it. Making a book called If I Did It After Being Acquitted of Murder. Jussie Smollett. Tracy Morgan said it best. Yeah, they gave me a role on Empire. Contractual, they gave me millions of dollars. Contractual, all I gotta do is not fake a hate crime. Playing the ukulele to apologize for being creepy to kids he met on the internet. Antonio Brown has a pretty wild list of fuck-ups. Hard to pick one, but maybe rage quitting the NFL in the middle of a game is at the top. Justin Bieber buying an NFT of a Bored Ape for $1.29 mil and now it's only worth $69,000. Still overpriced IMO. American politicians aren't really celebrities, but Howard Dean showed excitement one time and fucked up his whole political career by becoming a meme. Losing $1 billion shoe deal BC, he couldn't stop talking about how much he loves Hitler. Barbra Streisand creating the Streisand effect. She didn't want her home to be known on the internet, so she did everything in her power to remove pictures and addresses, but wasn't successful, and in return, her home became a hot topic. Michael Richards did that dumb thing during his stand-up. Bill Cosby for being Bill Cosby. This man was adored by millions as the father figure they always wanted. Until he wasn't the father figure anyone wanted. Sexually assault multiple men and then tried to get out of it by saying he's gay. Logan Paul posting a full YouTube video of someone hanging in a forest. Steven Seagal being Steven Seagal. Definitely when Antonio Brown said this. My biggest regret is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what that was like for you all to see something like that. Like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks. Mark Wahlberg saying if he had been on Flight 11 like he was supposed to, it wouldn't have crashed because he would have killed the terrorists, then figured out how to land the plane. Dangling a baby out a window. Gwyneth Paltrow and everything she promotes. Here's a tea made with echinacea, random plants I got from cutting my yard. I stirred it with my cock. It'll cure ED, or lung cancer, whatever. Now available at Goop. Terrence Howard inventing his own math called Teriology. Jussie that guy. Pretend to not know the English word for cucumber on TV when you grew up in Massachusetts, and your husband shoots and kills a camerawoman. Former NBA player Damon Stoudemire tried to get over 1 ounce of marijuana onto an airplane, but got caught at the metal detectors because he wrapped it in aluminum foil. Facepalm dark skin tone emoji modifier hashtag hash facepalm dark skin tone emoji modifier hashtag hash facepalm dark skin tone emoji modifier hashtag hash facepalm dark skin tone emoji modifier hashtag hash. Wesley Snipes thinking he could get away with not paying his taxes. Bam Margera has entered the chat. That time Jennifer Garner corrected Conan O'Brien on the word snuck is one of my favorites. The fact that she throws in the bit about him going to Harvard makes it extra delicious. FIFA President, Gianni Infantino. Today, I feel Qatari. Today, I feel Arab. Today, I feel African. Today, I feel gay. Today, I feel disabled. Today, I feel like a migrant worker. Of course I am not Qatari, I am not an Arab, I am not African, I am not gay, I am not disabled, he continued. But I feel like it, because I know what it means to be discriminated against. To be bullied. As a foreigner, in a foreign country. As a child at school, I was bullied because I had red hair and had these red, how do you call them? Freckles. Plus I was Italian, so imagine. No, I didn't go to England, I went to London. Paris Hilton. Slapping a friend for making an innocuous joke about your wife's haircut in front on the whole wide world on an international televised awards show. Armie Hammer wanting to eat people. Andy Dick getting Phil Hartman's wife to relapse on coke and later shoot Phil fuck Andy Dick. I guess in regards to dumb things actually having consequences. Probably anything Ezra Miller did. Not only was it fucking dumb and showed he's a bad person, it played a part in his career imploding, and The Flash becoming one of the biggest BO bombs in the history of movies. Hugh Grant. Cheated on Elizabeth Hurley, got arrested for receiving $60 oral sex from a sex worker. Like dude. Elizabeth Hurley. Why? Any rapper trashing Eminem or his daughter. Hugh Grant getting caught with a prostitute. Ariana Grande acting a fool and licking donuts with her friends. Then placing said donuts back where they could have been sold to the public. Then giving a half-assed apology blaming her behavior on America's obesity epidemic. How about Justin Roiland throwing away what must have been one of the most lucrative and dynamic voice acting and writing careers imaginable, so that he could hit on 14-year-olds via text messages? Regardless of whether or not he was acquitted of domestic abuse, those screenshots still exist. And they'll make your skin crawl. It's almost impossible not to read them in Rick's voice. Play the ukulele as a form of apology. What Ian Watkins from Lost Prophets did to babies and children. Not just the dumbest, but one of the most absolute disgusting and vile things possible. Well, Roseanne is having another moment. John Wayne attempting to assault a Native American woman at the Oscars. The Weeknd made the dumbest show The Idol. Most recently, YouTuber Colleen Ballinger has uploaded a 10-minute non-apology ukulele song addressing grooming and manipulation accusations from underage fans. It's the cringiest, unserious, and offensive YouTuber apology ever, beating out Lara Lee and her fake racism accusation tears. Kill his wife, then run away in a white Bronco. Ryan Seacrest trying to high-five a blind guy. Giving thousands of dollars to Scientology instead of real organizations that help people. Hillary Clinton posting during the last 2 weeks of campaigning for the 2016 presidential election. Jerry Springer, paying a hooker with a personal check is up there. Get into a carbon fiber mishmash submersible to visit the Titanic to only see it on screens that you could have watched from the surface. Michael Jackson continuing to share his bed, alone, being locked doors, with unrelated little boys after he almost went to jail for it. That's not innocent man behavior. And no argument can explain away the weird. He didn't have a childhood, he was like a little boy himself, he just loved kids. Okay, then play with them in groups, with other adults around. There's no justification for sleeping with them in his locked room alone, especially after he almost went to jail for it. Kanye voicing his anti-Semitism comes to mind. Though that may be a close runner-up to being anti-Semitic in the first place. On August 8, 2004, a tour bus belonging to Dave Matthews Band dumped the human waste, the equivalent of 55 gallons of sand, from the bus's septic tank onto the passenger sightseeing boat on the Chicago River below. Thanks a lot, Dave. Edit, I get it. It was his bus driver, not Dave personally. Gah, y'all are repetitive. But do you think Dave Matthews didn't have any oversight of his own tour bus? LOL. Anyways, it's a funny story either way. I'll just give you onward Kanye. Tom Cruise. Brain dead head first into Scientology. Slapping Chris Rock. Meat Loaf's anti-vaxxness literally killed him. He's my second favorite musician, but I don't think you can do anything much dumber than that. Openly admitted to human trafficking by releasing training videos to his subscribers explaining in detail how to do it, then when caught red-handed, deleted the videos and pretended they never existed.